All right, what's going on, y'all? We are back with our third and final topic. So, this topic comes from a video that we watched. Louis, you want to explain the video?
It was this guy. He was talking about letting his wife sleep with other men because he was turned on by his wife getting pleased by another woman, seeing her being pleasured by another man. And once the man got finished with her, he goes and reclaims her by sexing her down again and taking what's his. And that's
slutting his wife out.
Right. And he, for real, you want to get technical about it. It ain't an opinion, it's a fact, nigga. You gay, as far as I'm concerned. You gay.
Facts. That's weird.
You gay.
You hate with a G. That's
you want
weird.
to see some other man smashing your wife? This is your wife. And you getting turned on by him
and he
punishing your wife.
Yeah, he said he's turned on by seeing her pleased
by another man.
See, this is the Will Smith child. This is the Will Smith child. This is what Will Smith is brought to. Like, that's a Will Smith type of guy. Like, oh yeah, you can date August. It's cool. I don't have a problem with it at all. Like, that's that Will Smith stuff. Like,
and he said there's no humiliation behind. How can you not be humiliated?
Yeah,
if you gay because you're not humiliated. I couldn't.
He probably didn't bring up the part where he having sex with the man too.
Exactly.
Because he didn't want to say that, but he's probably having sex with that man too.
He got to be.
Because you're watching this man having sex with your wife, and that turns you on by watching him please her.
Right.
That's wild.
What?
And then I commented on the video. I was like, "Oh, he a cuckold." And the owner of the post, he came on and he was like, "No, there's no humiliation in there." And I went back to, I'm a Facebook guru. I went back to see what he was all about. I searched his page, and he on his page like, "Come on, I figured."
He's sweet. He's sweet. So basically, that video, it made us wanted to ask a question: is it good in a relationship to have multiple partners? So, what do you guys think?
No. Is it good to have multiple partners?
Is it good in a relationship to have multiple partners? Yep.
It got to be agreed upon in the beginning. If it ain't agreed, y'all ain't got some type of agreement, then it's not gonna
Yeah.
work.
I don't think that. I think that just like how Lewis said, like there has to be boundaries set in the beginning of the relationship, and there has to be a certain type of structure set.
For the man to have, so y'all talking about for the man to have multiple partners or for the woman to have multiple partners?
I mean,
I would say
for
multiple
partners, the woman has to agree to be in that relationship.
So y'all not okay with the woman having multiple partners?
Nah.
All right, I just wanted to make.
Because
clear.
look, if
for the people,
let's just keep it on a single basis, right? Say two single people. If a guy is dating multiple women, that's attractive to a woman, right? Women can say that that's not attractive, but in my opinion, that is attractive to women because that shows the woman that he's capable of getting multiple.
He doing women. Something right.
You know, like
other women's men anyway.
Right, and from my experience, women like what other women like. So if he's able to get other women and they're able to stay attracted to him, then clearly he has something that these women want, and that it's like a sense of mysteriousness that women like. Now, on the other hand, if a guy sees a woman who's dating multiple men and stuff, it doesn't really do anything to us. Like, it doesn't really make us more attracted to that woman. Like, it doesn't really spark anything in us. It doesn't really matter. But on the other hand, like if a guy is able to get multiple women, then at least it shows a woman that he's capable of, intriguing a woman and talking to a woman, or being, or he's very charismatic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like in the beginning of a relationship, if a guy was to set the boundaries, set the structure, like, hey, look, I'm this type of guy. I like to date multiple women. If that's something you're okay with, then we can move forward. If that's not something that you're okay with, then this is not going to work. I think it's important to set that structure before the relationship starts. And just like how Lewis said, if you try to do it on the back end after you've already established the fact that you want to be with one person or monogamous, then that's when problems are going to come, because then it's going to be like,
You've been living a lie.
exactly. So, what you think, Christian?
Man, if I catch my woman with another man, she canceled. Just like they did 2.5 Men once Charlie Sheen couldn't do the show no more. She canceled off the air. Like, you get no more playing time, no more screen time. Like, nah, my woman ain't no multiple partners going on over here unless we gonna have multiple women going on. Like, straight up. And like they said, I agree with them. That's something we need to talk about in the beginning when we first meet. Like,
So you would be okay with your woman sleeping with other people or seeing other people? If you're seeing other people, you'd be okay with it?
nah, not at all. Like, we not, nah. I had those type of relationships when I was in my younger 20s, to where we just, what they call it, friends with benefits or whatever. Like, yeah, I'm past that point in my life. I'm elevated myself out of that. So nah, I ain't doing that. It's like, there's too much confusion in that. And like, the closer I get to the Most High, the higher energies of this vessel that we living on, the high vibrations, the higher energies, man, that ain't vibrating for me. It just ain't. That's a low level vibration to me, so I can't get jiggy with that at all. And even if it's multiple women, if it's multiple women that ain't bringing good vibrations and good energies to the relationship, I don't want multiple women around. Like, I want multiple positive things around me and in my bubble, in my presence. So,
Cohesiveness.
yes. Yeah,
Oneness.
So it ain't about even sex. It's about, I can meet two different women that are like, that believe in, the same walks and things that I believe that's gonna make us all better. And that's a beautiful thing. And there's brothers out there that got that. When you find that, man, you blessed. So
they can't be kissing on each other either.
yeah, I was gonna say that too. My woman can't be dealing with the other woman. Like, it has to be exclusive from that. Like, it can't be none of that. Yeah, I'm not with the lesbianism. I'm not with the lesbianism. The two women messing with each other. None of that. Like, I believe if it ain't natural, it's confusion, man. And like my bro always say all the time, you can put 10 women on an island, then, bruh. 10 women and what?
And one dude,
Yeah, one dude. You know what I'm saying?
you populate that
And
whole
you can
island.
populate the whole island. But if you got 10 men and one woman,
Yikes.
like, come on, bruh. Like, that's not. So,
Somebody's dying.
yeah.
Yeah,
And if you got an island with all women, eventually after 100 years, they all gonna die out. Like, it ain't no more. So when I say natural, it's nature. It's not part of Mother Nature. It's not a part of the natural things. It's not a part of the recreation of life. It's not a part of none of that. And I mean, in my 20s, don't get me wrong, I done been in a lot of experiences with women and situations. So I'm not trying to be a hypocrite to people that are living like that right now, because I understand. But it's like, when you elevate from that and get to something better, you can understand that that's not the end goal. Like, if it don't create life, then it's not life. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then those type of relationships, because I used to be in them too. So I'm not saying this to to make it seem like we're better than anybody, but those type of relationships, they don't really give much. Like they, in a sense, they kind of drain you of actually like finding something real and something solid,
It's all
because they,
lust.
yeah,
Yeah.
they all are gonna
It's
eventually
all
run its
lust.
course, and even the highest of the highs are gonna end up being the lowest of the lows, because somebody within that mix is gonna catch feelings, and then that's gonna start issues, and both people may not be on the same page. But I'm not saying that it doesn't lead to like relationships and long term. I'm just saying that everything eventually runs its course, and usually those tend to fizz out. You know what I'm saying? And by the time you realize that that's not the that's not the ideal situation, you may have lost a lot of time. You may have had a kid out of it. You may have um, like had gotten to a big issue or problem. You know, just there's a lot of things that could come from that you necessarily don't really see coming until it happens, and then you look back and like, I really didn't need to be in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So it's happened for me. I'm sure it's happened for a lot of people, but and not everybody that looks good is worth giving your time to. You know what I'm saying? So
And it's dangerous, fellas. Like, if you haven't been in them situations, stay away from it, bro, because that shit can be addictive. That shit dangerous, bro. Seeing two women and being sexual and they liking each other and whoop to whoop and touching each other, bro. That shit is dangerous.
not to mention,
Stay away from that
not
shit.
to mention the STDs, because there's things that feel good in the moment, but they'll end up causing a whole lot of issues in your health long term if you're not careful. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that a lot of people don't really talk about, is the negative ramifications of enjoying yourself in the moment. You know what I mean? So, and the younger generation definitely needs to understand that a few moments of pleasure could cost you the rest of your life. You
And
know,
anybody can change, bro. Anybody can be different. Like, I'm going on a journey right now where I done had to make changes in my life, man, and be different. Like, I'm not living the same way I used to be. So don't think like have faith in yourself, believe in yourself that you can be different. Like, you can change. Cause like, man, look, for the last 8, 9 months, I've been being sexually responsible. And that may mean not having sex at all. Because if you don't have a real mate or that one mate to be with, then that means that's a spot in your journey where you need to grow in other things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to be alone for some time. So then you can get to a time to where you're not alone, and then you can present yourself to that person right, who life is getting ready for you. Because life is getting somebody ready for you once they finish with you. Once they finish getting you to where you need to be, that person that you really need, not want it, always want it, but that person that you always needed is waiting at the end of that journey. So
could be you.
exactly. So
Mhm.
it's like, don't be afraid to change. Don't think you can't change, and don't be worried about what other people think. Like, you got to live your journey, live your life, do what you're supposed to be doing, and follow that, and you'll get to where you're supposed to be. You'll reach the highest level of yourself. Like, it be hard though. Don't get me twisted. It's hard, like for real, for especially because when you've been sexually moving in a certain type of way for so long, it's hard to stop and turn it off. Like, it's not easy at all. It's not easy to have a conversation with a woman you know, like, dang, I know I can get her, and just let it die. You know what I'm saying? And she nice looking. She ain't gotta be Beyonce, but shit, Kelly Rowland could get it too. So you know what I'm saying? It's hard to turn down in situations when you're used to doing it. So it's like, but you can though. But it take a discipline for real, for real. And if you got any drugs or drinking going on, you probably have to cut that out while you're trying to do that.
For real.
Because it's gonna get you even more wanting to do that. So I would cut out any drugs you got going on, maybe the drinking and all of that, so you can get to a better mental state so you can deal with everything that's going on around you. Because sex is all around us everywhere, and it's always permeating itself. I don't know if I use that the right way. Permeating itself, like it's always right there, jumping in your face. So you gotta be in the right mental state to deal with what's going on out here, and do what you need to do to get there. For sure, for sure.
And then, oh, Louis, you got anything? I'll say, lastly, not everybody is worth your time. Some people they look good. Some people, they might treat you good, but they're not necessarily like worth your time, worth you spending time with them, getting to know them. Because although it might look good on the surface, what's within is not good. You know what I'm saying? And for guys, we don't get offered um, women as much as women do. Women get offered. Okay, so guys come on to women way more than women come on to men. You know what I'm saying? So for guys that are getting more attention, getting more women and stuff, you have to know that you can't just give yourself to everybody, and you have to be very selective with the person that you choose, because I think it's something that women are taught to really value themselves, but I don't think that men are really taught that as much as we should be taught,
Mhm.
growing up. So it's very important for you guys to know that
Right.
you need to value yourself as much as you possibly can, because if you don't, you might get with somebody that is not going to treat you right, or you might get with somebody that's not going to respect you, but that person's going to look good on the outside. You know what I'm saying? And that's never good enough. It's never good to just look the part. They have to look and act the part as well. So,
Walking, how you talking?
hmm so it's very important that whoever you give your time to, they're respecting you in the same way that you're respecting them. They're treating you the same way that they treat them. It's never okay to be with somebody that is gonna treat you in a very disrespectful way and never look to grow or never see anything wrong with that. You see what I'm saying?
Telling you they not trying to grow.
Mm-hmm.
Telling you better get used to it.
All right. That is gonna be the worst decision of your life. So
It's gonna be hard
mm-hmm,
to leave them because if you're dealing with it for even that amount of time, you had to love them.
mm-hmm.
But the best things we do in life are the hardest things to do.
Yep.
The best things we do are the hardest things to do. But the best things in life are free though. So if it's costing you something,
Might not be for you.
The best things in life are free, ladies.
quit trying to get paper up out of every dude. But back to it. Multiple partners? No, 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 ma'am. No, baby. Not this way, mama. Not this way. Appreciate y'all tuning in, though. Please like, please subscribe,
Share a couple of them too.
share it too. YouTube is still going to suppress us. You got to type in the whole NuMentality just to get it to pop up. That lets you know that they hating, but that means we doing something we supposed to be doing. So that's why we keep doing it, y'all. So yeah, that's all I got.
Appreciate all the support. All praises to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High.